To hide from her enemies, the girl took refuge under a man's table. After the enemies left, she prepared to crawl out. Suddenly, a beautiful woman sat down across from the man. When the beautiful woman called out the man's name, the girl felt utterly shocked. He was actually the instructor who had trained her 7 years ago. Back then, because his training was too harsh, the girl had joked that no one would dare marry him. She never expected that 7 years later, this man would truly still be single, reduced to going on blind dates. At that moment, the woman at the table directly demanded $2 million, and also requested the property to be transferred. Hearing these outrageous conditions, the man immediately pointed out that the other party lacked any sincerity. Hearing this, the girl accidentally let out a laugh, which drew the woman's attention. She concluded they were having an affair, and the blind date ended unhappily. The girl prayed the instructor hadn't recognized her. However, she didn't know that the man not only recognized her, but also proposed to her on the spot. It turned out that 7 years ago, the man suddenly suffered a claustrophobic attack. It was the girl who discovered him and rescued him. Since then, the man had fallen in love with the girl, but when he mustered the courage to confess, he received news that the girl had dropped out of school. Now, listening to her apologies to him, the man could finally voice his wish. The girl, thinking of her deceased parents and her homeless situation, ultimately agreed. When the couple returned home, the man's grandfather suddenly visited. He didn't believe his grandson, who had rejected many women, had suddenly gotten married. The girl immediately wrapped her arm around his to help out, lying that they had known each other for 7 years and had deep-rooted feelings. The grandfather suddenly recalled that his grandson had indeed mentioned a girl he had liked for 7 years. The man, to avoid exposing his secret, quickly urged his grandfather to leave. The next morning, the man meticulously prepared breakfast to show his charm, but she choked on her milk and spit it all over his face. Seeing his gentle, unangry expression, the girl also slowly became drawn to him. Shortly after, the man left for work, but suddenly remembered the document he had left behind. He contacted the girl and asked her to bring it to him, but immediately he thought of his secret. He quickly said, "Never mind," and drove back. The girl, a bit puzzled, planned to look for the document first. Unexpectedly, she accidentally found a photo inside a hidden layer of the notebook. On the back, it said, "My sunshine." Perplexed, the girl picked it up and was about to uncover the man's 7-year-long secret crush.